When it comes to charity, I used to be pretty cheap. My mom told me, if you don't save your money, you'll freeze in the dark. So I saved. But when my career took off and I started getting paid money to make speeches, I decided to donate that money to charity, and it changed my life. I realized I like giving money away. It makes me happy. And research on what makes people happy backs that up. On average, people who give to charity, whether they give in money or just time, they're happier. So give. It's good for us and good for them. Though that depends whom you give to. You ready to freeload? I put on a fake beard and tried begging in New York City. You help me, man? People gave me money. They gave me money when my cardboard sign said homeless and cold, and they even gave when I changed it to need a beer. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. When we asked givers why they gave, people said things like this.
I don't know, that guy looked pretty needy, I suppose.
I just begged for an hour, but I did well. If I did this for an 8-hour day, I would have made $90. $23,000 for a year. Tax-free. That's the reason social workers say don't give to beggars. Often it's a scam, and very often you're an enabler. By giving cash, you subsidize the beggar's drug or alcohol habit. By not giving, you may encourage them to get real help. A few respectable charities solicit on the street, like the people who collect for the Salvation Army before Christmas, but most who beg in public are running scams.
I need your help. I am homeless. Will you help me out today?
New York's Attorney General said this pitch from a group calling itself United Homeless is a scam. Its director keeps nearly all the money, spends it on things like his Weight Watcher bills.
How is it a scam?
I hear you keep most of the money.
Well, we're homeless people that work the tables, correct?
Well, but the pitch is it's going to shelters, it's going to
No, that's not true.
kitchens.
The director has bills. Do you have bills? What, are you supposed to run a non-profit organization and not get no money?
All the people donating this jug absolutely knows where that money goes.
It's hard to find out where your charity money really goes. We can check charity rating services like Charity Navigator. It's better than nothing. But the ratings aren't perfect. Some charities aren't rated, and rating services, they sometimes get conned too. So I give my charity money to groups that I can check out myself, like the Doe Fund, a group that rehabs ex-cons and addicts. I decided they do a good job because I could see these men. They call them Men in Blue, ready, willing, and able. They clean up New York City streets. And what was odd is that they do it with spring in their step. They look cheerful, and they work pretty fast. I thought who's ever working with these guys has done something right, taught them to take pride in work. So I give them money, and a couple other groups that I can watch. But while I give to what I think are good charities, and this is the season for giving, we shouldn't forget that the people who do the most for the poor are capitalists. Honest ones, not the ones who feed off government. But job creators do much more good for the world than politicians, and more even than the do-gooders working for charities. I'm delighted that the singer Bono figured that out after spending years calling for governments to spend more in foreign aid. Now he says the best hope for the poor, free markets.
Rockstar preaches capitalism. Wow. Sometimes I hear myself and I just can't believe it. But commerce is real. Aid is just a stopgap. Commerce, entrepreneurial capitalism takes more people out of poverty than aid. Of course we know that.
Politicians don't know that. Many Americans don't know it. It's time they learn. Bono's right. Entrepreneurial capitalism takes more people out of poverty than aid ever will. That's our show. See you next week.